In this video, I want to walk you through the tools that you have in MyMathLab to support your learning as you're working through homework assignments. So as an example, I'm going to go through the first homework assignment in Module 1, which is Section 2.3 homework. So you see here that when I open up Section 2.3 homework, there are 20 questions in this homework set. But I can't access the questions just yet. That's because I'm required to watch the 4 videos that are a prerequisite to this homework set. These videos correspond to your video organizer. So I'm going to click through here to fool the system into thinking that I've watched them, but of course you'll want to watch these videos in their entirety. In fact, as you watch these videos, you're going to be taking notes in your video organizer. So recall that there are 2 sets of instructional videos that you're going to watch for each section. The first set of videos is in Canvas, and those Canvas videos correspond to the lecture notes that you're going to be taking and turning in weekly. These videos in MyMathLab correspond to the video organizer, which you'll be turning in right before each module test. So you see here that now that the system believes I've watched the 4 videos, the questions become available. So let's click on question 1 and let's see what tools we have as we work through this homework set. So here we have a linear equation and we're asked to solve for A. The Help Me Solve This tool will walk you through how to solve the given problem step by step. It essentially is going to be solving the problem for you. So for example, if I click on this link, it's going to say the first step is to distribute. So -7 times 2 gives us -14. Next, it's going to say combine like terms. So on the left-hand side, we have a -7a, and then 6 minus 14 is a -8. So it's spoon feeding everything that you need to do. Then it's going to say, let's get all the terms on the same side. So on the right hand side, we have 8 plus a plus 7a. So that becomes 8 plus 8 times a. On the left hand side, -8 minus 8 is a -16. And finally, we're going to divide both sides by 8. -16 divided by 8 is going to be a -2. So it solved the problem pretty much for you, walking you through every step very carefully. Now, because you received so much assistance, in order to get credit for this problem, you see how that happened? It's going to give you a brand new problem for you to work on your own, following the same kind of steps as you were given just a moment ago. So this tool will solve the current problem, and then once you finish the current problem with assistance, it's going to give you a new problem to work out on your own. You see here that I have not yet received credit for this question. Now, another tool you have is View an Example. View an Example works much like the Help Me Solve This tool does, except it will work out a different problem step by step, and because it's working out a different problem, it's going to allow you to go back to the original problem and solve it on your own for credit. So the only difference really between these 2 tools is that the Help Me Solve This option will solve the current problem and then give you a new problem to solve on your own. The View an Example tool gives you a different problem with assistance, and then it'll return you to the original problem for you to work out on your own. So it's very clear that by persisting, you can get every problem on a homework assignment correct. Now, let's say you've used both of these tools and you still can't get the right answer. Eventually, let me move this out of the way, you'll see an option here that says similar question. That means you can keep reworking the same type of problem over and over and over until you answer one of those problems correctly. So absolutely every question in a homework set can be reworked multiple times until you receive credit for that problem. Each time it will give you new numbers to work with so that you have a fresh problem to try. Now, there are additional tools here in the Get More Help. You can go to the textbook pages that go over the material for this section, or you can use the Ask My Instructor link, which essentially sends me an email with the question that you're having problems with. There's no need for you to type the question because it will automatically tell me what question you're working on, but it will give you a little comment box for you to type me a note. For example, you can say, I got to the very last step okay, but for some reason I don't know where the negative sign came from, or something to that effect. So I will receive an email with your question, and my response to you will go to whatever email address you used when you registered for MyMathLab. So it's really important that you remember which email address you used and that it is a valid address, and that you check it whenever you send me one of these emails for my response. This is not a chat feature, so there is a delay in getting a response from me, unless you happen to catch me when I'm on my computer and I'm able to respond pretty quickly. Sometimes there could be a few hours delay or possibly even the next day.